TB, tuberculosis. And tuberculosis, back in the day, they said didn't die, so they wouldn't let us go in that house. So we never did. We looked at Wingfield and everything. It was like condemned.
I don't know how this is going to come out.
So
Mother,
polio and TB.
hold on a minute, Patty. Because I never remember this story quite well, and I'm hoping you remember it better than I do, which I expect you should. Tell the story again so I'm getting it on film about how your mother and father, about writing the letters. Tell that story again.
My father was in the service.
Oh, wait a minute. Mute that, please.
What?
Mute that, please.
You're missing.
I don't care.
Democrat
It's not.
speech.
I'm not interested. Just,
I won't tell you what they said.
I don't care. They're not as fun to watch as the
My
Republicans.
father was in the service,
Hey, listen.
and my aunt was writing to him,
Well, tell
but
Patty.
she didn't know how to write too well, so she got my mother to be her, and she would write the letters to my father.
Was this Aunt Ella?
And when he, no, it
Oh.
was the one that drowned.
Oh.
So when Daddy came home,
Then they meet at a
he
dance.
found out that it wasn't who he thought it was, and he
Right.
met my mother, and they got married.
Well, there's a little more to it than that. They met at a dance, and then somebody said that's the one that's been writing the letters.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
something like that. But anyhow, Mother wrote the letters and got very chummy with him. And he was the second youngest man in Maryland to join the service. He was 14. Can you imagine? And he got the crap beat out of him. And he walked guard in freezing night, sleet, skinny, and he got pneumonia. And he wound up in the hospital, and then his mother found out where he was and ratted him out.
Stop.
Stop what, Patty? You need to stop.
What is she should stop? Don't stop. What
All
is
right.
she supposed?
She's giving me a hard time. I'm trying to get some. Now tell some more stories that we know.
I don't know what to tell
Oh, we
you.
just saw a picture of your brother.
Huh?
We just saw a video of your brother.
You're kidding. How come?
Johnny's got it.
Well, just the.
He copied it.
Which one we talking about?
The picture of her brother, the one that was in service. She only had one brother, right?
Huh?
You
Yeah, it
only
was
had-
on one of the old films
Only
that you
one.
guys
I'd
made.
love to see
It was
it.
one of the old films that you made. You know, when you took
He
the
had it
films
put
and made it
on-
into VHS, and then we made it. It was one
He
of those.
made it
yeah.
into the thing you see.
Well, I'd
Yeah.
like to see that.
Well, I think it might
And
be
your
on the.
mother, and
Well, we found a
your
still of your
father.
mother. We found a still of your mother.
weren't they both on there at the picnic, at some picnic?
Yeah, okay, you're talking about the video,
Yeah,
yeah.
the video.
But I think she's seen that. You've seen that. And that big thing that Dad made to VHS and then it was turned over to
I've
DVD.
forgotten, Johnny. I don't remember any
I was
of
that was the Great Barber, and everybody was over at the Great Barber
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and Betty and Uncle Joe were
Oh,
there.
I'd love to see that again.
Yeah, well, we can bring it up. You can see it again.
Funny.
Yeah, it was quite something.
My father always had two jobs, and he still had time for us. I'm sure he had ADD. It was very, a form of it, because he's never happier than when he would go to the store 3 times in one day. Jumping in that car and going to, oh, yeah, yeah, and 2 hours later, oh, yeah, yeah, you know.
He just likes to get out of the house. That's what that would say to me. He
But
just
he
some.
just like moving, talking.
What was the big deal when we had to go to the store, because it was like 25, 30 miles?
Our store was closer, it was about 3 miles at the most, not even that.
Ours was a long.
We could walk to church, we could walk to the store, we
Mm-mm,
could walk everywhere. But things aren't like that today, families are scattered, you know.
Nothing was close where we were, nothing. Oh, they're cutting the thing, look,
They
Johnny.
cut it, you know why they cut it?
They're cutting it now.
soon? Or they're turning it over.
Oh,
There was a weed, they got the first cutting, it was this high
wow.
and thick as a rug. I've never seen it like that. And then after it's cut, some weeds spring up that they don't want to harvest.
Oh,
So they cut them up before, they make a second cutting before those weeds that they don't want spread seeds.
I've never seen one of the, it's like a 3 things on that one.
Yeah. Well, what did your folks do?
Is that yours right there?
What?
They're cutting it right there.
Yeah, that's our property.
Oh,
It goes
okay.
down to the other side of the
Yeah,
street, halfway up the hill.
Yeah, they're flipping something. Now that's hay right there,
That's hay.
and then they'll come and they'll
Gather it up.
bale it up, roll it up.